Madridistas, that's exactly how you want to respond to an early deficit as Real Madrid come back and get 4 unanswered goals against Espanyol to defeat them 4-1. In this video, I'm going to be recapping the matchup, telling you the players that I liked, and giving you my man of the match. But before we get started, if you're new around here, I'm Dally with Dallyfc, and I cover all things Real Madrid. At the end of the video, if you like the content, you want to see more from myself, please hit that subscribe button. Right now, smash that like button for the Real Madrid win, and also let me know in the comments who is your man of the match. So coming into this match, I predicted in my preview. If you missed it, you can check it out here. We'll talk about my preview coming up. I feel pretty happy about that result. But I predicted in my preview that we would be seeing the 4-3-3, very similar to what we saw in the Champions League. However, I was assuming Militao is going to be back to starting and that Carvajal would be back at right back. Well, Carlo threw me, and I think all the Madridistas, a surprise today, as you can see on the screen, this was the starting lineup that Carlo Ancelotti rolled out there. A couple things that came off the bat to me. First of all, Tchouaméni is playing at center back. It looks like we're giving Rudiger a rest today. Fran Garcia gets a start over Mendy. And I was really curious as well because it looks like Arda Güler is in the starting lineup as well. And so coming in, I was like, is this a 4-4-2 diamond? Is this a 4-3-3? Is Rodrigo playing left wing? Is Arda going to be playing right wing? Well, starting the game, 100% Rodrigo was a left winger in this one, which is completely fine with me. That's honestly his better position. He's unfortunate that we have probably the 1 and number 2 left wing in the world with Vinny and Mbappe in front of him. I think in any other team, he's 100% the left winger and probably one of the best left wingers in the world as well. Now, very happy for Rodrigo to get the start over at left wing today. And it looks like Arda Güler was playing primarily as a right winger as well. It was very fluid in this game, though. They were changing a lot of different times. A lot of different people were making runs in. You know, Jude was making runs in. Now, in the 6th minute, Jude goes for the ball and slides a little awkward in this one as well. And he lands on his left shoulder. And I was really nervous at this moment. I think a lot of Madridistas were really holding the breath because I talked about it before. Jude is a little injury prone, a little more than we'd probably like to acknowledge, but he stays down for a little bit. He gets checked out and he goes back into the game. And he actually played most of the rest of the game in this one as well. After when he went to the bench, he was looking at his shoulder as well. So it's going to be something we're going to be monitoring in the next one. Don't be surprised if we don't see Jude start in the next one as well. Now, in the 10th minute, it's a fantastic opportunity for Real Madrid. Pass is into the box from Fran Garcia, and Arda heads it to Kylian Mbappe, but it gets blocked, and it gives Real Madrid a corner. And this is what I wanted to talk about with Fran, and this is why I've been begging. I said, Carlo, please put Fran Garcia in, because this is the part of Fran Garcia that I rate. Mendy is never crossing that ball into the box. I think everybody can agree with me with that Fran on the attack is so important for the squad right now. He creates so many different opportunities for us, and that's just something that Mendy is not doing at all. When we're playing better competition and the right wing's an elite right winger, I would probably say I prefer Ferland Mendy to be out there. But if we're playing a team with a low block and we need offensive weapons, Fran Garcia definitely needs to be starting in that one as well. In the 13th minute, it's fantastic link-up play between Jude Bellingham and Arda Güler. However, Arda Güler does get a shot at opportunity. It's a little weak and goes right at the keeper. But I really loved what I was seeing from Arda Güler in like the first 13 minutes. You know, the creativity that this kid has, the quick decisions that this kid makes. There's so many times where it's 1-2 passes. He knows what he wants to do before he even gets the ball to. And I think that's something that we kind of lack a lot of the times when we don't have him out there. The creativity that he brings to the squad, I think is very important. And I was really liking what I was seeing from Arda early on. Now, Mbappe, notice right away in this game, he's playing way more on the right wing. And we'll look at the heat map here in a little bit. And he's playing a lot more on the right wing. And I was thinking, you know, this lineup has been a lot more fluid than I thought. And it's really more of like a 4-4-2 and maybe more so Arda Güler playing like a right mid. It was interesting to see, but I was kind of liking it because there was a lot more runs that we were actually using the right wing compared to what we usually see where it's just so heavily focused on the left wing. In the 20th minute, it's a great link up with Mbappe, and it's a powerful shot from Mbappe as well. But again, it's right at the goalkeeper, and this continues to kind of be what happens. It seems like whenever Kylian's taking it, it's either getting blocked or it's going straight at the goalkeeper, but it's all good. Another thing I noticed with Kylian, though, and I've mentioned it multiple times too, and it's poor first touches. There was 2 in the first half that were very poor. One was on the left wing, and then one was in the box. And this is something that I've mentioned that I don't understand why some of the poor touches why they're happening to him. This is a world-class player, probably one of the best players in the world, if not the best player in the world. And I think it's an area that he can get a lot better at. But in the next couple of matches, everybody focus in on Kylian's first touch. I think it was a little better in this one, but there were still 2 times I saw that I was like, this needs to be better. It continues to happen as well. So it's all good. Ultimately, Kylian does have a good day. We'll get to that as well. Now, in the 36th minute, it's a rocket from Jude outside the box. But again, right at the goalkeeper. And I did not mind this shot as well as I didn't mind the Kylian Mbappe shot, because we're trying to create opportunity here. Because every single first half, it seems like we're starting off really slow, and getting some of these shot opportunities, I don't mind if they're good quality shots from outside the box. And both of these shots I thought were really good. This Jude one was very special as well. 40th minute, Fran gets hit in the face. Really, it really was nothing. It was an accident by the Espanyol player. They don't even take a look at VAR on this one. And honestly, I was completely fine with it. We did not deserve a penalty on that one. If you disagree with me, let me know in the comments. But I think most of you, I hope you would agree with me on that. Jude in the 43rd minute takes another shot outside the box. Again, I thought this one, he was really trying to force that one in there. Not 100% sure why that one. I preferred the one before. But again, if you're just trying to create an opportunity, if nothing's working for you, I guess do it if you can get the power on it and if it's an accurate shot. Overall, nothing happens though in the first half, and we go into half 0-0 at halftime. Now, first half thoughts. Well, for me, I feel like it really doesn't matter who is in the starting lineup, because it seems like we get the same half result every single match. Seems like to me, we've watched this match in the first half every single time. Every single time I've come on here, I'm like, it's 0-0 at the end of the first half. And that's what happened in this one. And even though coming into this half, we do have possession, it's 77% to 23. We have 14 shots and 6 on target. We have an XG of 1.13, and we had 3 big chances. But again, it's 0-0 going into halftime. And I'm honestly sick of going into halftime being down, especially against a team that is completely content on drawing this game. That is a fantastic result for Espanyol if they can draw it out. And again, we just need to come out and be a lot quicker moving forward in the next couple matches. And so I'm hoping in the next couple we can actually get on the board, at least in the first half, but I would love to see a goal in the first 25 minutes in the next one. So the second half starts, and right away it's a good opportunity for Kylian Mbappe as him and Jude Bellingham link up, and another shot on target, but still no goal. And just a little bit later, Jude with another powerful shot, but again, it is saved in the 50th minute. And again, we're taking these shots. I cannot believe that none of these are going in, but we'll get there. We'll get there. However, though, the 53rd minute, it's a long ball from the Espanyol goalkeeper to their winger, George, number 17. I don't know how to pronounce his name. And he shoots it at Courtois. I think it might have bounced off of Arda Güler, but it goes right at Courtois. And unfortunately for us, it's an own goal. And I sink into my couch when watching this. It's an own goal for Real Madrid as Courtois, it bounces between his legs and it goes into our own back of the net. And Espanyol take an early 1-0 lead in the 53rd minute. And this is very similar to the goal that we saw earlier this week. If you guys were watching the Champions League, PSG had a goal that was very similar, if not like identical to this one as well. And I'll be honest, at this moment in time, I literally sank into my couch. I was like, oh my God, here we go again. Here comes the super low block, park the bus. Now, right after the own goal, we bring Arda Güler off and we bring Vinny Jr. on. And this is nothing to take away from Arda's performance in this one. I actually thought he was being very creative in this one, and I really liked what I was seeing from Arda. This is more so about bringing on another winger and bringing on one of the best players in the world in Vinicius Jr. And again, so I could see you guys saying, well, Dally, why don't you take off, Grandpa Modric? I actually thought Modric had a pretty good game. I would not disagree with you that maybe if you drop Arda Güler deeper, that we might still have the same result. But again, this was more about bringing Vinny on than it was taking Arda Güler off. Now, right after we bring Vinny on, Fede Valverde gets the ball, and it's a rocket shot. And always, just like always, it's a rocket shot from Fede Valverde, and it does get saved. However, Jude Bellingham gets the ball and looks to power pass it into the box. And it's probably the easiest tap-in ever because the goalkeeper blocks it. However, it is sitting on a platter for Dani Carvajal to smash it into the back of the net for Real Madrid to tie up the game 1-1 in the 58th minute. And like I said, this is probably the easiest goal. As you can see on the screen, look where this ball is and look where Carvajal. This is easy. I think I'm even scoring this one. Maybe. Let me know what you guys think if I'm scoring that one. But right after that, they take Dani Carvajal off and bring Lucas Vazquez on right after his goal. And then right after that, it's a really good counterattack started by Eder Militao. And I was very happy with him in this game. I'll talk about him in a little bit, but it's a beautiful pass to Kylian Mbappe, who plays it off to Rodrigo, but it sails wide in the 63rd minute. And this was a really good opportunity. Started with Eder Militao on the counterattack. And honestly, he played a fantastic game in this one today. His long balls were fantastic. Him running, creating channels into the box. And I think he got on a header as well. Didn't go in. But I really liked what I saw from Militao in this one. I thought he was very, very good in this game. In the 73rd minute, it's a really good opportunity as Lucas Vazquez drives down the right wing and passes it into the box to Fran Garcia, which again, guys, Ferland Mendy is not making these runs. Fran Garcia is making these runs, and it's a good shot opportunity for Fran Garcia. It just bounces out. But again, I was very happy with Fran's positioning in this game. And like I said, he was creating chances, crossing the ball in the box, getting a shot opportunity in the box as well. I was very happy with Fran overall today. Now, just a minute later, in the 75th minute, Vinny comes bombing down the left wing. And it is a beautiful, when I say beautiful, I mean it. This is a beautiful Trivela pass to Rodrigo as he cuts between the defenders and puts Real Madrid up 2-1. And again, this pass from Vinicius Jr. is just beautiful. A beautiful Trivela pass on the outside of his right but outside of his right boot. Fantastic pass, and just honestly super happy for Vinny to come on and create a chance for us, and Rodrigo also to finish it here as well. Very happy. And again, they put Real Madrid up 2-1 in the 75th minute. Now, about 3 minutes later, it's Vinny and Bellingham pressing on an Espanyol player who takes a bad touch, and Kylian Mbappe is there to take advantage of it. Starts the counterattack, and it's a through ball to Vinny Jr., who puts it away to put Real Madrid up 3-1. Again, this comes from the pressing from Jude Bellingham, and especially Vinny on this one too. I was very happy to see that. It creates an opportunity for us, and this is something I've been talking about in the preview. We have to press more. It's going to create opportunities for us, and especially right there in the middle of the park, it creates an opportunity, and we take advantage of it. Again, Real Madrid go up 3-1 in the 78th minute. Now, I usually don't like to do this, but I will mention it. Quick note on the referee in this one. He was way too quick at pulling out some yellow cards in this one. An absolute joke of refereeing today. I thought overall some of the calls were good, but in terms of cards, give me a break. Too many times he pulled one out for Vinny, he pulled one out for Mbappe, and I think the worst one of all was the one on Jude Bellingham as well. Jude gets fouled, they don't call it, he complains barely, and he gets a card, as well as Fede Valverde gets a card too. So again, I don't like to complain about the refs. I thought overall he gets the penalty call right and he gets the no penalty call right. But again, pulling out too many cards like this, give me a break. I didn't like it at all. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Now, right after this, after the ref is done handing out all the cards, I thought I was going to get a card as well. It's Vinny with the pass of the day. It's another Trivela pass. And this ball it doesn't lead to anything ultimately, but this ball is from the left wing all the way out to the right wing to Mbappe. And Mbappe honestly should have taken a shot. Instead, he looked to pass and it leads to nothing. But this pass from Vinicius Jr. is just incredible. And this is what Vinny does. And this is why we need him out there and why he's one of the best players in the world right now. Now, Rudiger and Endrick come off for Rodrigo and Bellingham. And again, I think it's going to be something that we really need to monitor is how is Bellingham doing with the shoulder. I think he'll be good to go for the next match. I would not be surprised, though, if we rest him. I believe we play Alaves next. I'll be bringing you my preview for that soon. I would not be surprised if we rest him for that one, and then we see him in the derby against Atletico coming up very soon here. So don't be surprised if that happens. Again, Endrick and Rudiger come on, and Endrick immediately, what does this kid do? He creates opportunities for us. If he's not scoring goals, he's creating goals for us, and that's what he does because Endrick gets the ball. It's in the right flag corner. He keeps the ball in. He literally drags an Espanyol defender. The Espanyol defender is giving him a hug from behind, and he drags him all the way into the penalty box and gets fouled there. And after taking a look at VAR, they award us a penalty. Now, of course, I was wondering, is this going to be Vinny? Is this going to be Kylian Mbappe? I think we're going to be seeing them rotating this a lot. Don't be surprised if Jude Bellingham's doing it. Don't be surprised if Endrick's doing it. Honestly, it could be anybody taking penalties. However, for us here, Kylian Mbappe is the one to step up. And he goes bottom right corner and sends it home for Real Madrid to go up 4-1. And I thought we were going to get one more goal as well, as Endrick and Mbappe link up one more time for a good 1-2 pass, and Endrick unfortunately just sends it over the goal. And ultimately, as I predicted in my match preview, Real Madrid defeat Espanyol 4-1. Kylian Mbappe gets a brace. Vinny Jr. scores, as well as Rodrigo scores. Now, let's talk about some of the players that I really want to highlight in this match. Now, the first player I want to highlight is Arda Güler. Arda Güler gets the start today, and as you can see on the screen, this was Arda Güler's heat map. And really, I thought he was going to be playing more of a right wing. I honestly think this is more of a right mid for him in this one. Arda Güler only played the first half, but I really liked what I saw from him. I thought his passing was very good. I liked that he was taking on defenders and really driving it down more so. And also, like I said before, his link-up play with Jude Bellingham was really good. His link-up play with Mbappe was good. He's very quick at deciding what he wants to do before the ball's even there, and I very much value that. I do primarily think his better position is deeper in the midfield as a right mid, as a 10. I'd really like to see him in the next couple of games play as a 10 more. I was very impressed, though, with Arda Güler today. I thought he did really good. It was a 7.6 on the SofaScore rating, and so I was very impressed with Arda Güler today. Now, the next player I want to talk about is what could easily be argued as the man of the match, Jude Bellingham in this one. As you can see on the screen, here is his heat map, and Jude is just everywhere in this one. I was very nervous we were going to be losing him early in the game with the shoulder injury. Again, guys, he's a little too injury prone for my liking. However, he is so important for this team. The pressing that he does, creating the channels, and just being a workhorse out there. Him and Fede Valverde, all they do is run. They get back all the time. They create opportunities, and I like some of the shots that we were seeing from Jude. I think Jude's not going to have anywhere near the amount of goals that we saw from him last year. That will probably be statistically his best year ever for Real Madrid. However, he can get better as a midfielder. You know, we might not require him to be getting all the goals if Vinicius Jr. is going off, if Mbappe is getting brace after brace, goal after goal, and if Rodrigo is really contributing as well. I just thought overall today, Jude's passing was great, his defending was great, and just everything that he does is just so important for the squad as well. So very much shout out to Jude in this one. Now, the next player is the R in VMR, Rodrigo. Rodrigo gets on the board. He actually won the Laliga man of the match. He did not win the Dallyfc man of the match, which we'll be getting to that very soon. As you can see on the screen, this was his heat map, and he did start off as a left winger in this one. So you might be wondering, okay, why is his heat map so much on the left if he's a right winger? Well, as I said earlier in the match, Vinny didn't come on until later, about the 58th minute. So primarily Rodrigo was creating from the left wing in this. I thought he did really good. You know, getting on that goal from the Vinny pass was fantastic. To be able to run into the box and tap it in, I was very impressed with him today. His better position is the left wing. I think we all know it. And I don't mind us rotating players. You know, it's a very long season. And so having Rodrigo go and play on the left wing, I think is really important for us as well. Moving forward, I'd like to see more of it. You know, if we take an Mbappe off, let's bring Endrick on. If we need Rodrigo to rest, we can do that as well. I think flexibility is very important for the squad as we move forward. The next player I want to talk about is Kylian Mbappe. You know, Kylian today, he started a lot more on the right wing. As you can see on the heat map, he was all around the box today, and I really liked what I was seeing from him. I thought his passing was a lot better. His first touch, he still has to work on that. I did like some of the opportunities he was doing, and he wasn't just shooting every single time he got the ball. He was making some of the passes that we need. He gets the assist today as well to Vinny, and he does get on the board as well. And I might have said earlier that he gets a brace. Maybe I'm just trying to manifest that he gets a brace, so sorry about that. But he gets the assist today, and he gets the goal as well from the penalty. I thought overall it was a really good day for him. 8.4 on the SofaScore rating. I really liked, though, the runs he was making, and I did think he was pressing a little more. And so that's something I'm very happy about. Now for me, when it comes to my man of the match in this one, there's one player that stood out for me. It was somebody who came on and immediately made an impact for us when we needed it most. And of course, I am talking about Vinicius Jr. wins the Dallyfc man of the match for this one. I thought that Vinny comes on and it was just electric today. As you can see on the screen, here's his heat map as well. He comes on and just is such a threat on the left wing. He creates so many different opportunities for us. You know, he gets the assist to Rodrigo from a beautiful Trivela pass. again, he later in the game has another, and it's honestly, this pass, if you guys missed it, go check it out. This pass to Mbappe later in the game is one of the best passes you will ever see. Honestly, I'm not even kidding when I say this. This was such a beautiful pass from him, and he gets on the board as well. Now I'm hoping that Vinny can really take this performance, getting the assist, getting the goal, and really we can continue to translate that into the next couple of games, and really he can retain that form that he was in last year, which will ultimately be winning him the Ballon d'Or coming up here in October. I think this was a very important game for Vinny that's going to do dividends for us moving forward as well. So let me know who your guys' man of the match was. If you guys made it this far, please hit that like button. If you guys haven't already, definitely subscribe. I'll be back later this week with my Alaves preview. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been Dally with Dallyfc. Cheers. Real Madrid.